Hello.
Hello, teacher.
Okay. Yes. Oh, this is our first class, right?
Yes. How are
Okay.
you?
Yes, very fine. My name is teacher Galatea. What is your English name, or how should I call you?
I'm Amber. Nice to meet
Amber.
you.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Miss Amber, how was your holiday yesterday?
My holiday?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think it was a
Not this
holiday.
better. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do
I see.
anything. Yes. I
Mm-hmm.
usually study English. Yeah. For
Mm-hmm.
immigration.
Okay. You're planning to move to another country
Yeah,
in the
especially
future.
Australia.
Okay, Australia. Okay, is you're going to be your best point. Okay, there. Thank you. And yes, before today, by the way, would you like to continue with your book or just have a free talking class?
Oh, I have never studied using the IELTS this book, so I want to study using this book.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so here. Okay, let's try to continue with this. Okay, this is going to be your first time to study the book, right? Um, okay, let me try. Okay, there's a problem. I cannot access the okay, I cannot access the new mint book. Okay, let
Yeah, I
me
got
just
it.
uh okay, as for the meantime, okay, we will try to use the old one. Yes, okay,
Yes.
and then okay for your then we will okay continue with the new next time. Okay, let me have you tried taking an IELTS exam before?
Oh, I have never tried that yet, but
Mm,
yeah, I think maybe 4.0,
mm.
but I need
Uh,
a 6.0.
the band score. You need like a
Yeah.
six. Band score. Okay, I see. Australia. At most of the people I know who want to go to Australia, they are all required to take IELTS
Yes, right.
test. Yeah. So
It's difficult.
IELTS
There are a lot
test.
of difficult vocabulary.
Okay. That one. Have you tried TOEIC speaking?
Yeah, but it is also difficult to me.
Okay. So this is how I describe it. It's quite similar with TOEIC speaking, in my experience. But the thing about, the IELTS is that there are how should I explain this? Like, it's more on there will be like more things to talk about in
Oh,
IELTS. Yes,
I see.
and TOEIC is usually exclusive for Korean or for Korean. So while IELTS on the other hand, it's all applicable to everybody who uh who live in countries that are non-native speakers of English, like Asian countries, for example. This is applicable if you want to work in Australia, those English speaking countries, Australia, USA, New Zealand, UK, Canada. So those. But okay, I will try to share my screen here. Can you see this one? Yes.
Yeah, the
Okay.
IELTS speaking test.
Okay, IELTS speaking test. So, okay, the speaking test, by the way, it has three parts. Okay,
Yeah.
it has three parts. So, okay, part one is the introduction and interview. In this part, it's more on just a basic question for you, just a basic
Mm,
question. In the individual long term, so this is the part where you're going to talk about a more specific topic. It's a more specific topic.
yeah.
On part three, on two-way discussion, this is related to part two, but on part three, you have to express your stand and opinion about an issue. So, as the level goes up, it gets more, like not intense, but the topic, the questions could top up. Let's have okay this one. So for part one, so these are, just the very simple or basic questions like what is your hometown like? Can you tell me something about your family? Very common questions. Just more, it's more like a warm up for you. Just a warm up. But
Yeah.
on the part two, this is a sample cue card question. Remember that I mentioned it to you, it has to be specific, right? It's specific. So this is a cue card question. What you would do is that you need to hit this point. You need to hit this three. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so part two and part one, most of the time the questions are not related at all.
I
Not
see.
related. Mm. So part two, for example, describe a time when you took part in a celebration or a festival. Um, you have to mention where, when, and where. Yes. What you saw, what kind of festival is it, and who you were with. For the sample cue card question, as you answer, you need to hit those points or else you will miss the score. It's going to affect your points if you will not be able to answer the cue card
Yeah. Yeah.
question. So that's why it's more specific. And okay, for part three, on the other hand, for part three, so this is a part where again, it talks about festivals, right? For part three, they are related. This is the part two, it's more like an experience for you. You're going to narrate your experience, your specific experience. You are going to talk about your experience. But part three, you are going to share your opinions. For example,
Mm,
this one, only the part two requires points to hit. Only part two. But part three, for example, do you think festivals are becoming westernized in your country? Yes or no? Opinions, opinions, opinions. Provide opinions. Okay, yes, it's westernized. Okay, explain why do you think it's westernized? No, explain why do you think it's not westernized? That is part three. Yes. So, and then why are festivals important for a country? So, those. So, that's okay. Again, the three parts: introduction and interview, individual long term, and two-way discussion. These three would always come together in your
mm,
future IELTS. Okay, so yes, okay, this one. Um, okay, I think there's a part that I miss on this. Okay, let's see this first. Mm, yes. Okay, let me stop sharing this. I think I have to share something about this book. Okay, so the duration on the other hand, there's also a specific, again, you need to follow a time duration. You're
yeah.
not going to speak just as much as you can. No, you have to follow a particular time period. For example, okay, let's try to have it here. Mm, okay. Let's have part one. What is the time? Okay, what is the time limit? Usually the time limit is around 2 minutes. 2 minutes for each question. You have to answer 1 to 2 minutes for each question. Okay, for that. For the individual for part two,
I
individual turn, you will be given 1 minute to prepare. 1 minute to prepare. So for individual long term, you can have some paper, and for 1 minute, try to like take notes if you can, if you want to, and then after 1 minute, express it. Try to answer it to 1 to 2 minutes.
see.
1 to 2. Yes. So, but okay, some tips: don't be too slow. when you answer. Why?
Yes.
Because there will be so many dead airs. Dead
Mm,
airs mean points would go down. Yes. Also, if you're too fast and you're eating your words while speaking like you're speaking too fast, clarity, it's going to affect you too.
I see.
So not too fast, but not too slow. Just give you time to express your
I
idea.
got it.
Yeah, so but again, you'll be given preparation time, so you definitely need to like utilize that
Mm,
time that you will be given to you. Yes. Okay, let's try to do this. Mm, okay, so okay, I would try to explain more about that one because I think the old book doesn't have the other directions, but I gave it I mentioned it to you again. So 2 minutes, okay? At least 2 minutes for that. So speaking time duration, it would okay take you around for part two on the other hand. Again, part two, it would take a total of 3 to 4 minutes in total. Why? Because sometimes there will be follow-up questions. Okay. Part two, you're not going to answer just one question. Expect some follow-up questions later in that. Okay. And okay, so here okay, I will try to okay, do you want to try? Do you want to try some questions?
yeah.
Let's try. Okay, let's try. Let's try. What I usually do with my IELTS classes is that I would encourage my students to answer the questions as much as they can. Okay, please remember that there will be so many kinds of questions asked to you. Yeah. So the thing about the IELTS is that it's going to test you how wide your ideas, knowledge, and vocabulary is. Yes. So that one. Okay, let me try to do this. Okay. No, not this one. Okay, can you see it? Can you see
Yes.
that? Okay, so part one, sample question. So try to answer this in 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, let's try. Just a warm up one. Okay, first is what is your hometown like? Okay. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, and you can start answering after.
Mm,
Mhm. Okay, you can start preparing now.
mm. I think my hometown is like a city nowadays. In the past, my Busan city is the countryside, but nowadays there are a lot of building. The building is very high,
Mm,
so and a lot of young people
mhm,
are
mm,
apply to work
mm,
at the company, Korean
mm,
company. So nowadays, this my hometown is popular.
mm,
So I think it this city is not countryside anymore.
mm,
That's why my hometown is like a city nowadays, like a capital, maybe.
mm, mm. I see, I see. Okay, good point.
Thank you.
Because you actually, I think the best point about what is your hometown like is you provided comparison about.
Comparison.
Yes, you compare it how it looks like before, how it looked like before, and how it looked like now. Okay, good. And this one, okay, we have some sentences that I hear. Okay, if I got it correctly, you said a lot of young people are applied to company. The correct sentence is a lot of young people have applied
I
to
have
the company.
applied.
the company. And the second one is the city is not countryside anymore. So the city is no longer countryside, or the city is no longer rural. The other word for countryside, by the way, is rural. Rural. Yes,
Ruler.
rural. Okay, there and here. Okay, let's have next is okay. Can you tell me something about your family?
Of course, I can tell my family. There are three members in my family: my mother, younger brother, and me. Actually, my mother was a teacher in high school, but after my father passed away, he works as a missionary at the church. And nowadays, she joined the Christian booking club.
Mm,
And yeah, she liked and she sub 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 she submit s- s- published the book, her
mm,
own book. And my younger brother was married with someone last year. Yeah, I want to get married with someone. Oh, he is younger than me, but I'm alone. What happened? Actually, I'm a teacher at the kindergarten. So I want to exchange my license.
mm.
I heard that in Australia I can exchange my license and diploma, but I also need a high English score like IELTS. So I have to concentrate to study English nowadays.
Mm, mm. Okay, I see. Thank you so much. Yes, okay. Generally, the question like, can you tell me something about your family? So the most basic information would be like, for example, your sisters or your brothers. What do they do? Yes, are they student? Are they working? And you can also provide a little background of what they like to
Oh,
do,
what they like.
or
Okay.
yes, or their personality as well.
Personality.
Okay, there. And next is, tell me something about your job or the kind of job that you would want to have.
Oh, something about my job, the kind of you would want to have. Yeah. I would like to become a teacher at the daycare center or child care center in Australia because there are several reasons. First of all, their welfare in Australia is better than here, so I can take a rest time. And the salary is higher than here. Second, uh, I love to talk with foreigners and I love to travel. So I would like to go to there and I can enjoy their landscape. There are a lot of beautiful scenery and a lot of uh, foreigners, like someone is from Africa or someone is from America, someone is from Asia. So I can meet a lot of people. That's why I would like to become a teacher in Australia.
Mm, okay, good, good. Thank you. And yes, okay, so you describe yes, okay, you definitely gave a reason why you want that kind of job, especially about working in Australia. Um for this one, okay, in I'm going to discuss later some criterias. What are the criterias that you need to consider when it comes to speaking English? So the first one, okay, of course, would be your vocabulary range. So vocabulary range, like your choice of words, and also how and your wide the choice of words, and also if you have a wide vocabulary. wide vocabulary, it means you know a lot of expressions and words.
Mm,
So in this case, okay, you mentioned that Australia is a good option to go because you can meet a lot of foreigners, you can meet a lot of people from different countries. So okay, in this case, you can use the word. Have you heard about the word melting pot? Melting
well,
pot.
a melting pot.
Melting
Wow,
pot.
I know the pot, but I didn't know the melting pot.
Okay. So okay, you can say that Australia is like okay, it's like Australia is a melting pot.
Like a hot
Melt
spot.
okay. Not necessarily a hot spot, but melting yeah, melting pot it means like a place where people from different backgrounds and cultures come
Ah, I
together
see.
and work into one community. Uh, like for example, let's just say in the USA, New York is a big melting pot. Why? Because
Oh,
there are many foreigners who come there. People from South America, Asian countries. So you can see so many foreigners in there. It's like the center of you can see some avenues for Filipinos, you can see some avenues for for Chinese people, you can see some avenues for
I
Koreans.
don't know the avenue.
Avenue, it's like like
Ah,
streets.
street. Ah, I
Yeah.
see.
Okay. Yes. So you can use some expressions in this. Okay, for example, okay, I want to work in Australia as as a teacher because because this country is a melting pot. Yes. It's a melting pot. I I would get the opportunity I would get the opportunity to meet people from different countries and interact with them. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, you can use that expression instead. Okay, good. And last one is what is the most interesting thing about your hometown?
Mm, the most interesting about my hometown is the Haeundae Beach. This beach is very popular, so many foreigners live nearby the Haeundae Beach,
Mm,
and uh, the highest building is also located in Haeundae Beach. Oh, yeah, this beach. Uh, uh, I'm not sure this scenery. The sea of the color is not beautiful, but in Korea, it is okay. Yeah, they are big and there are a lot of comfortable facility is located in nearby beach, and there are a lot of sand and yeah, and the building or payment is very high, so most rich guy live there. Oh yeah, there are a lot of people. Yeah, so my government can get some money from the foreigners.
mhm.
Yeah, that's why my hometown s- hotspot is the Haeundae Beach.
Mm, mhm. Okay, I see. Thank you. And yes, okay, so in this case, okay, most rich guys, you can also say uh you can say well off people. Okay. You can also say well off people usually are you can say well off most well off people live there. I know most people who live there are well off. Well off. So well off it means rich.
Oh,
Yes.
well off.
Yes. Well off. So most people who live there are well off. So well off, that's another word for rich. Rich. Or you can
I
say
got it.
or you can also say most people who live there are wealthy.
Worthy.
Wealthy. Wealthy. Yes. So it means
Like a
rich.
valuable. Oh,
Um,
worthy.
valuable is the word valuable is used to describe things, not
Uh,
people. Wealthy is for
okay.
people. Yes. Okay, don't worry. Okay, we're going to have more discussions in this one. I think we're going to have another class later, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
see.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, and I'll see you again later.
And
Okay?
thank you for teaching me. Bye.
Bye. See
See
you.
you.